So, a very good afternoon to everyone. And thank you so much for joining us this afternoon for this amazing session on mindful movements at work. So, this webinar offers an opportunity to explore how incorporating mindful movements through yoga can enhance our physical and mental well being, increase focus and productivity, and create a harmonious work life balance. So, we have a Meghna today who is a passionate movement enthusiast who firmly believes in power of movement and its impact on overall mental and physical health. So today this journey has evolved into a spiritual and philosophical endeavor complementing her fitness journey. She is a certified yoga instructor. She has spent over 300 plus hours as a teacher and continues to spend many more in self practice and under the guidance of her teachers. So, a very warm welcome to Meghna, and the floor is yours now.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining this session with us today. And I'm hoping we have more numbers joining in soon in the next 5 minutes or so. I'll quickly introduce myself, and then we can look at what we're going to do today and also get started as soon as we have everybody in. My name is Meghna, and thank you for the beautiful introduction, Ekta. I'll just give some more details. She did mention quite a bit about me. I am based out of Hyderabad. I'm a yoga instructor as well as a movement enthusiast, which means that I really like to incorporate any kind and all kinds of movement into my daily life. And I encourage my students and my family, friends, everybody to do so because of the beautiful benefits that in general moving, any form of movement, whether it's yoga or whether it's running, whether it's swimming, anything can have on our life, on our lifestyle. Apart from this, one important thing that I would especially like to mention today, and I do mention otherwise itself as well, because it's quite an achievement, is that I'm also a practicing chartered accountant. Which means that it puts me in a space of more experience, especially for today's session. Coming from a professional background, working a corporate job, as all of you probably as well who've joined this session today do. I come from a space of experience in terms of how our desk jobs can have an impact on our lifestyle in general, our body internally, and our posture, and a lot of other things. So, with basing that as an experience for myself, I would like to educate and help people how much of a difference a few movements, a few minutes to spare every day just for yourself to breathe mindfully and to move mindfully can have on reversing or as well as preventing all these ergonomic hazards that are part and parcel of our desk job. I keep saying this thing that a lot of us call it a 9 to 5 desk job, but I was having this conversation the other day with someone and I said, why do they call it 9 to 5 desk job? Because it's literally not actually 9 to 5. It's probably 9 to 9 for most people, and some people stretch overtime based on deadlines and other things. So it's basically 9 to almost just taking breaks to work. I mean, to eat and sleep, but most of the time you're probably just working. But this, in the short term, can seem like, oh, I'm working towards my having a successful career. I'm working towards the next promotion. I'm working towards my next hike. But all of that doesn't matter at the end of the day if your body is giving up on you, right? So today's session, I would like to highlight the importance of moving, whether you're able to take out time and move. Questions? Okay, no, right. So it's Venkat's message, right? So I was saying, so we will try to understand that how just taking out some minutes in even while working, when we probably take a break for lunch, or just small breaks to just move and do some extra movements that can help you reverse any bad posture issues. A lot of people have, it's very common that a lot of people have cervical spondylitis, hip imbalances, spine related issues, lower back pain, which seems to be so normal these days. And all of these can be undone if you already are experiencing this, or prevented if it's not something you've already started experiencing. So we'll work on the physical aspect, which is the movement itself that we need to remember and practice. And then we'll also focus on a very important aspect, which a lot of people don't realize, is the strain that we have on our eyes. The eyes are exposed to screen time so much day in and day out, whether it's your desk, whether it's your laptop for work, or whether it's your phone. Because when we're not working, we're probably scrolling through the phone, which is so common these days. So the constant exposure to blue light is to our sensitive eyes is very, very hazardous, and this can be dealt with, or the eyes can be relieved of stress by working on certain eye exercises, which we'll also touch upon. And then we'll also work on a few breathing exercises. So when it comes to breath, now when we're doing the physical movement itself, you will see that I am saying breathe or keep breathing, don't hold your breath, breathe mindfully. I keep saying these things constantly throughout the session. You may be by the end of it bored to hear that why she's saying breathe, breathe. But it's because we don't breathe consciously every day. So when we're breathing to live, and this is like what is happening involuntarily. But have you ever taken a step back and consciously focused there and breathing mindfully, consciously, focusing on each inhale and exhale? That's something we want to really work on, because the breath has a great impact on your heart health, on your lung health, and overall also helps you overcome stress and other stress related issues that such as, which is so common again these days, such as hypertension, heart related conditions, and a lot of the other conditions which are induced by stress. Now, that being said, before we jump into the session, thank you that so many of you have joined in from the start of this. But I would have one request to everybody: if you're interested and if you're up for it, please raise your hands, and you can be on video so that it can be more interactive. The more of you on camera, on video, it's even better, because right now I don't see what's happening behind this webinar in terms of what you're going to do. But and so it's almost like I'm recording a YouTube video, which is not what I want. I want this to be more interactive. So if you're up for it, and if you think that you really want to take this session, take more out of this session, try to raise your hand so that Venkat can help us bring you on into the panel, and you can be on screen as well. And we can do this together and learn these movements together and understand how you're going to feel so relieved from the physical jam that you feel every day from just being seated in the same position day in and day out, right? Are we seeing any hands raising?
Yeah, we
Yes,
have a couple of raised hands.
that's
So
amazing.
Yani, Kizar, and Navya Reddy. So I'll
Nice,
be
nice,
moving them to the.
nice. You guys come on and come on to on video. I'm so happy you guys are coming in. We also have a question here. It's becoming increasingly common to experience migraines due to sedentary nature of our modern. Yeah. Okay, guys, in terms of questions, I'm loving the question and I would love to answer more such questions. But I think we'll keep it towards the end of the session so that we have all the questions together. Maybe there are similar questions so that we can club them up and answer, if not already covered during the session, right? I will definitely answer these questions because they're important. So we have some of you joining in into the videos. We'll get started. Since it's more of an office, like mindful movement at work is the name of the topic itself today. We're working just with a desk. I don't want you to feel awkward, especially if you're doing this from an office setup. We're going to do very subtle movements that won't look awkward at all. If you feel like, you're going to look like a clown, no, that's not going to happen. Plus, whatever it is, it's for yourself. So it doesn't matter what others think. If you feel like it's gonna look weird, maybe just talk to them and say, they should do it as well, right? I know that a lot of people in corporate yoga sessions feel very awkward, or it feels looks funny. What are these movements? How can I do this at work? But no, we need to change that mindset. This is something you're doing for yourself, for your body, for the long term impact of what the body can go through from this seated position day in and day out. You want to undo that and then, work on preventing all of these conditions that I just spoke about. So we'll jump right into the physical aspects first. I'm waiting for people to come on video. In the meantime, I'll get started. Right. So we're going to try to do this. Sit up really straight. If you're sitting on one of those rolling chairs, that's fine as well. You can push yourself back into the chair and try to have as much back support as possible. But if your chair is too far behind, that's okay. Try to just sit up straight. Place your palms gently on your thighs and close your eyes. We'll just take a few seconds here to close our eyes and focus on our breath and breathe mindfully and bring our awareness to our body and just notice how your body feels right now, right? Something we don't do so often. Try to look at the length and depth of each breath. Take a deep inhale through your nostrils and exhale completely through your mouth if you need to. Just a few more breaths here. Deep inhale through your nostrils and exhale completely through your mouth. Two more breaths here. Inhale through your nostrils and exhale. Relax your shoulders and breathe out of your mouth. One last time, take a deep inhale in and exhale completely and relax. With a few gentle blinks, open your eyes, right? Just those 3 to 4 breaths already make you feel quite refreshed, I hope. But now, in terms of the physical movements, what are we going to do? We'll try to focus on each of these body parts, starting from the top of the head, working all the way down to our toes to try to warm up. So I say this thing usually, our body is like a machine. And just like how machines don't, work really well, or say, for example, a simple door, if you don't open it for a very long time, what happens? It gets jammed. It gets rusted around the hinges and joints. So that's exactly what happens with our body as well. And age, of course, will lead to some wear and tear of the body, but this can definitely be avoided if you move regularly, right? There are a lot of examples where there are people who are 70 years old, 80 years old, who have been practicing yoga and other forms of movement day in and day out regularly with utmost dedication, and they're way more fit than our younger generation that we look at these days. So it's very important that just like you do for any machine, we always look at our body as a machine as well, and work on these joint movements, also called as sukshma vyayama in Sanskrit. Basically, very simple movements that help you lubricate and keep your joints inactive and in great condition, right? We'll start with the neck. Neck is one of the most delicate parts, which takes the biggest toll from our daily posture. And so we'll start with the neck, starting from the top of the head. What are we going to do? We inhale, you're going to lift your right hand up to the ceiling and take your right palm towards your left ear as much as you can. And from here, keep your back straight as you work on this. Gently bring your right ear towards your right shoulder and hold it. Right ear to your right shoulder, guys. Whichever side you're holding, right ear to your right shoulder. 1, 2, okay, going the opposite side, Devyani, go to the right side. 3, head to the right. So, right hand, right side. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Slowly come back in the center and relax. Guys, remember this is like a video setup, so you may see a mirror image of me. So listen carefully to the side I'm saying and work on that. This time, lift your left hand up to the ceiling, your left hand, whichever is your left hand. Take your left hand towards your right ear and bend your head towards your left side. Correct. 1, now you got it. 2, okay. Yeah, left side, your left side. 3, yeah, 4. Smita, towards your left side, left ear to your left shoulder. 5, yeah, correct. It's so useful if you're on screen. 7. Anybody else who wants to be on screen, please come in. 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Slowly come back up again. Be very gentle. Release your hand. This time we're going to take both your hands up. Interlock your fingers this way and take your palms behind your head. Behind your head. That's it. From here, bring your elbows close to one another as much as you can and gently guide your chin towards your chest. Feeling a beautiful, wonderful stretch at the back of your neck, I hope. 1, elbows are closed and chin is locking in towards your chest. Don't forget to breathe while doing this. 1, we tend to hold the breath. 2, but don't do that. Keep breathing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Slowly come back up again. Release your hands. And take a breath this time. Interlock your fingers this way. Bring your fingers under your chin. And gently push your chin up, guiding your head to look up at the ceiling, feeling a little compression in the back of your neck and your throat expanding here. The opposite movement of what we just did before this. 1, don't bend your back. We're just working on the neck. 2, very nice. 3, again, breathing here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly come back and relax. Nice. Now we're going to go for semicircular movements with the neck. I usually tend to advise people not to do a full circular movement, especially if you're not moving, like you're not used to a movement like that, and you may feel like you get a catch sometimes. So always work on half and half. So we'll start with looking on the left, then down and right. Then we go down and left. Semicircle like a moon. Down and right. Sticking your chin towards the chest as they move down and left. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Down and right. Keep breathing. Down and left. Very nice. Down and right. Be gentle. Down and left. 2 more, just 2 more. Down, shoulders relaxed and roll back. Right. Down and left. Last one. Down. Look to your right. Last one. Down and look to your left. Bring your head back in the center. We'll go to the other semicircle, other half of the circle. So we're going to start from the right, look up and to the right. Right? From left, look up and to your right. From right, up and left, left, up and right. Keep going. 3, 4, go slowly. Don't go too fast. Be mindful. 5, 6, we have more hands raising. 7, 8, and 9. Come back in the center and relax. Nice. Perfect. Take a breath here and place your palms on your thighs. So we just worked on the neck, but we're going to move slightly further down towards our shoulders from here. Placing your palms on your thighs, we're going to roll the shoulders backwards. 1, 2, this is quite subtle. So you can do this in office as well. 3, usually when we're doing this outside of office, maybe on a mat in a workout setup, we do using the hands and all of that. But you don't have to do that. 5, you can just do it without your hands. 6, still feeling it. 7, 8, breathing. 9, and 10. That's beautiful. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, squeezing your shoulder blades at the back. 4, breathing. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly come back and relax. Okay, stretch your hands in the front. Cross your right elbow on top of your left elbow. Twist your arms and bring it into a namaste. Oh, that's so good. Everybody knows how to do this. That's good. It's called Garudasana hands. And here we're going to try to lift the elbow away from the chest and back. 1. So you feel it on the shoulders when you do that. Elbows away and back. 2. Away and back. 3. Let me show you again, Rucha. Away, cross and twist. Yeah, that's correct. Up and back. 4, that's correct. Up and back. 5. Up, that's it, correct. Up and back. 6, that's correct. Up, you got it. Back. 7, up, back. 8, feeling it. Up, back. 9, last one. Up and back. 10, release your hands and relax. We're going to do switch sides. We can't do one side and leave it, right? The other elbow comes on top this time. Left elbow on top. You just cross, bend, and twist. That's it. Lift your elbows up and back. 1. Good. Up. Back. 2. You guys are catching so quick. Up. Back. 4. Very nice. Up. The other side looks even better
Hi,
with the back.
Meghna.
5. Yeah.
Meghna, sorry to cut you here. We have a very important question. Somebody is
Yeah.
asking, does this yoga work in pregnancy?
Yes. I mean, it's not that you need to avoid it during pregnancy. So it definitely helps. Yes, you can do this. Chair yoga is essentially almost like prenatal yoga. It's a good question. So because you're not doing very intense movements, but you're still moving, keeping yourself more active. You can do a lot more in prenatal, but that's the topic for another day, right? Once you're done with that, okay, last one for the shoulders. What shall we do? We're gonna take the hands out in the front. Now, who can do this? It's like a challenge, but don't overforce it. Don't push yourself too hard. Just see if you're able to. Take your right hand up and behind you, left hand down and behind you. Try to grab your fingers. Grab it up. If you can't, don't force it. Can you grab it? Have you done it before? Nice. 1. Hold it. 2. 3. Loving your smiles. 4. 5. More participants raising hands. 6. Is it for question or is it to come on video? 7. 8. And 9. Very nice. Slowly release it gently. Change it up. Shake it out and take your left hand up. Right hand down. So you'll see one side is so much more easier than the other. One side is difficult, no? Yeah, that happens too. This is all the imbalances that yoga really addresses. 3, 4, 5, 6, beautiful. 7, 8, see this elbow behind your head and away. 9, yeah. And 10, slowly, gently release it and relax. Take it out. Good. You're probably feeling all these joints that you've never actually felt in depth before. These are the movements that will help you. Now, the next one from here, from your arms, shoulders, we're going towards the elbows. So we're going to face the palms up and extend it out in the front. And from here, we're going to bring your palms to your shoulders and out. 1. Very simple, but for the elbows. Out, in, and out. 2. In, keep going. Stop. So elbows, another thing that a lot of, keep going until I say stop. So a lot of people have a condition these days called tennis elbow. Have you heard of it? It's becoming so common because even though people don't play tennis, it's not just for people who play tennis. 5, these are all because of the posture. We're seated like that continuously throughout the day without movement. 7, 8, yeah, very simple movement, but so effective, trust me. And 9, slowly come back and relax. Good. Another very important part is your palms. Typing non-stop throughout the day and working in that position throughout the day is your wrist taking the toll, is your fingers taking the toll. I think I got some question about fingers as well. I didn't read it entirely, but something about finger pain. It's very common. Carpal tunnel syndrome. Have you heard that? You can raise your hand if you've heard that, or say yes in the chat if you've heard that. Now, these are names that are so scientific, so uncommon earlier, and only doctors would know these names before, but they're becoming so common. At least 80% of the population knows what it is. And is that a good thing? It's not, because everybody's having it. These are conditions which are so common because of our lifestyle, because of our work conditions, the ergonomic hazards that we're talking about. But how can this be avoided? With very simple movements, but not just doing it once you start getting the pain. Just do it before it happens. We've been learning prevention is better than cure. We learned that since we are children back in school, but we need to put that in actual use, in practice, and practically put that to use. So for the wrist, what all things can be done? We're going to start with very simple, interlocking your fingers with with both your palms, making a nice little fist. We're going to start rotating the wrist here. Now, very common people do this. Don't move your elbows. Keep your elbows stuck close. We're working only on the wrist. 1, 2. So I'm hearing click, click in my wrist. 3, 4. Don't move your elbows. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now stop moving your wrist and bring your palms together. From here, open your palms. Keep your fingers interlocked. Keep your palms facing downward. See, I'll come closer. Palms are facing down. From here, we're going to push your palms out while the palms are facing down itself. And back. You feel that work on the inner wrist. Out. That's what we want. And back. It's okay if you can't straighten completely. Exhale out. Coordinate your breath. And back. Exhale out. And back. 3. Out. And back. 4. Very nice. Out. Palms keep facing down, guys. Back. 5. Out. Back. 6. Out. Back. 7. It's okay if you can't straighten fully. Out. Back. 8. Palms facing down. Out. Back. 9. Last one. Out. And back. 10. Slowly come back and relax. Another thing that we can do, wrist waves. Now, this may look very awkward, but you can do this at home if you feel like you can't do this in office space. But yeah, you're doing it right. Wrist waves. Up and down. 1. Up and down. 2. Have you seen kids playing around with their hands? I think kids are natural yogis. They keep doing all these things very naturally. But as we grow up, we forget these things. We don't do it anymore. 5. So when you're coming down, feel the tug at the wrist. 4. See that? Smaller wave. 3. 2. Very good. And 1. Mindfully breathing while moving. Other direction. 1. 2. 3. 4. Horizontal to vertical. 5. 6. 7. So doing slowly. And 9. Slowly come back and relax. Last one, last couple, and make a fist, individual fist, and rotate 1. 2 again. Don't move your elbows. It's just the wrist. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Other direction. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And 9. These are your wrists and back in the center. Nice. Now shake it out. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Just leave it loose and shake it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And back. Now for your fingers, open your palms and close. Open, close. Open, wide palms, close. Open it wide, close. So you're not just opening this much, but you're trying to extend it. Stretch it out, close. Yeah. Open, 6, close. Open 7, close. Open 8, close. All of this works on your fingers, guys. Now, I want to tell you, open 6. You bring your palm thighs to be able to work consistency. Show you these things read for all those asking questions about fingers, etc. All you need to do is these simple movements, but every single day, and do it like a doctor's prescription. Do it morning, afternoon, evening, before food, maybe, right? This really works. Even my teacher back in my class says this: if you have a knee pain, work on these exercises, but we're going to work on this morning, afternoon, evening, before your food, your meal. That really helps because that's the consistency you want to work on. Build, and that's the habit you want to build to. Right. Again, seeing a lot of interaction, which is so nice. I'm going to definitely answer all questions if they're not already answered during the session. Right? We worked on your arms, your elbows, your fingers. Let's move on. Very important part, which is your spine. A lot of people with hunchback think that hunchback cannot be reversed. Now that's it. This is the end of my journey with my spine. My hunchback is going to stay forever. It doesn't work like that. I have had people who come into my sessions regularly who have seen major improvement in their taller, look a lot fitter because practicing consistently. So how do we work on the spine health? This is how in office, right? Working. And then slowly like that, and then maybe leaning more, right? And suddenly you're on your back. So this is what keeps happening throughout how to correct it. So we're going to stand up straight.
Not
Sit
able
up
to
straight.
hear you
Place your palms on your thighs. Is one? Can you hear me?
No, actually.
Your voice is breaking in between, Meghna. There is some disturbance.
Okay. I'm going to try to. Let me see. I should.
Works, guys. Can you guys hear me better now? Better? Is
Yeah.
that yeah, I'm just gonna not use my AirPods then. Okay, if this is better, I'm just gonna be loud with not using my AirPods. That's good. All right, so we're gonna work on the spine. So I'll show you from a very nice side angle. Back is straight, palms gently placed on your thighs. What are we gonna do? You move the just show you. So showing you how the spine needs to look. So as you inhale, you're gonna push your chest forward and expand it, arching your back. And as you exhale, you're going to round your back. Good. Inhale, expand, push your chest forward, roll your shoulders back, squeeze it. And exhale, round your back, round it. Inhale, roll back away from your ears, expand your chest. Exhale, round your back, almost bring your chin to your chest. Two more times. Inhale, expand, arch your back.
Meghna, there is still disturbance in between.
Exhale, guys. Tell me if there's a disturbance in every side. Round your back. Right? Inhale, arch your back, lift your chest up. Last one. Exhale, round your back, squeeze your chin to your chest, and come back to a neutral spine. I hope everybody's following. If there's disturbance, I will try to fix it, but if it's from everybody's side, okay? Let's work on a nice spinal twist. What are we doing for a twist? Right? Something that we do involuntarily sometimes, but when done voluntary, it feels even better. Voluntarily and mindfully, it feels even better. So I'm going to take your right hand onto your handle of the left chair. The left hand of your chair. Take your left hand behind you at the middle of the seat, the base of the seat, and gently twist to the left and look behind you. What's behind you? Look over your left shoulder. Don't move your knees. Your knees are pointing in the front. Look back and hold. One, feel that twist. Two, make sure you're lifting your spine as you twist. Three, don't slouch and twist, okay? Four, five, keep twisting. Six, keep breathing. 7, 8, and 9. Come back in the center and relax. Felt good? Let's do the other side. Left palm on right chair, right handle of your chair. Right hand behind you. If there's no handle, just place it on the edge of the chair. That's it. Right hand behind you. Twist. So when you're twisting, lift your spine and twist to the right. Look over your right shoulder. 1, 2, you can twist deeper with each breath if you focus on each breath. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Come back in the center and relax. Nice. That's a nice twist that you can work on. You can do that multiple times in a day. But remember, you're not just slouching and twisting. You're lifting your spine and twisting. The twist gets even better And you may hear a click in the back, but it keeps your spine in healthy condition and works beautifully, right? Now there's this, we did a twisting posture, but there's also a lateral extension that we need to work on. So for that, what we can do, we can keep your hands on the sides of the chair and gently try to touch the floor on the right side as much as you can, and back. Go towards your left side, trying to touch the floor. Guys, you're not bending forward to touch the floor. No. If you can't touch, it's okay. Go sidewards only. Reach for it. Feeling a good stretch on the right and back. That's good. Keep your head active. Don't drop it. Just work your hand going towards the right. And back. Left. Again, reaching the floor totally depends on the height of your chair. So don't worry if you can't touch. And back. 2 more times. Right. And back. Left. Okay, let me tell you this. You can do a combination of some of these postures every day in office. You don't have to do all of them at once. That's fine. But even doing a combination, a set of these helps a lot in keeping you really fit in terms of your joint health. Last 2 on the right. Let's try to hold it here. 1, if you need support, you can use your left hand on your waist. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back up very slowly. Don't come back up with a jerky movement. Go to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly come back. Nice. Forward bend is another major thing. Now, a lot of people who want to start practicing yoga like outside, not desk yoga, but yoga on the mat, proper asana practice, come to me and say, I'm not flexible, I can't even touch my toes. But touching the toes is not the ultimate end result of a forward bend. It's the length of your spine that we're working on. So we can do that in seated as well. So take your feet slightly wider, slightly. And then lengthen your spine. Try to fold forward, bring your chest towards your knees and bring your palms down towards the floor. See, I want to make sure that you understand this. You're not doing this. See my side posture? You're extending, lengthening, and going down. It's okay if you can't reach the floor. Your back is super straight. 1, 2, if your palms are on the floor, great. If not, that's fine as well. 3, back is straight. 4, if you want to show me if you're doing it right, you can turn to the side and show me as well. 5, not this, but this. 6, yeah, that's a good one. Who's this? 7, Bindya is doing really well. Yeah, that's a good one. Moisina. I hope I'm saying that right. Smita is doing it good. 7, looking good. 8, back straight. 9 and 10. Up. Lift the sides of your body. Lift your hands up. 1, 2, straight arms. 3, 4, 5. Extend and fold again. 1, 2, straight back. 3, shoulders away from your ears. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up again. Lengthen your spine. 5, 4. Reach for the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Forward fold again. 5. Straight spine. 4. Chest towards your knee. 3, 2, and slowly come back up again. And perfect. So those are all the things that you can do for your spine health, right? When you're seated in that posture throughout the day, you can just take a few moments to work on the twist, to work on lateral stretches, work on forward bend, and get a good length. That's for the spine. Now hips. Hips are again a very, very complex joint. And from the seated posture, you imagine all the weight of your upper body is at your hips throughout the day, and tension, all the tension, stress is built around the hips. The tightness of the hips is almost like correlates to how much stress you hold around the region, right? So let's see how tight or how not so tight your hips are. With this posture that I really, really like and always go to, it's also one of my stretches that I do before taking a long flight and, before travel in a seated journey or even at work for that matter. So what is it? If you need to remove your slippers, you can, or you can work with your shoes, slipper, that's fine. We're going to take the right leg on top of the left thigh in a way that you're forming a triangular shape in between and your shin is parallel to your chest. This way. Now, some of you, if it's super tight, it's going to be here. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Right? As you keep working, it's going to open up. And if your knee is hurting, relax it. Don't do it. Okay? Relax it. Don't do it if your knee is hurting. But if you're good here, what are we going to do? One palm is on the knee, one palm is on the foot. From here, lengthen your spine and try to fold forward. You see the effect it has on the right hip joint when you fold? Beautiful. Don't hold your breath. Who's holding the breath? Keep breathing. 1. Deep breaths when you're here through your nose and you'll go deeper. 2. 3. Already feels so good on the right hip joint. 4. 5. So much stress releasing from here. 6. 7. 8. And 9. Slowly come back. Take a breath and gently release your right leg. Nice. Change sides. Left leg on top. So if you're very comfortable, keep pushing your left knee away from your face. If it's here, don't press it from your knee, but you're working from the hip joint to open the hips to press your knees down. Lengthen your spine again. You'll see an evident difference between the right side and left side. One side is more easy. One side feels more natural. 1, move forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly come back up again. Release your hands. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that it's breaking. Is it still breaking, guys? I hope you can hear me all right. Good, okay, slowly come back. That's perfect. Release your left leg. Nice. Now this is maybe slightly challenging. You can move slightly forward in your chair for the hips again. We're going to take the right thigh on top of the left thigh. You know how we sit here, sit like one leg on top of the other usually? Just like that. But we're going to go deeper in that. See, what are we going to do? On top. And you're going to try to hook this foot behind you and hold. Once you're comfortable, bring your palms on your knees and gently fold forward. If you're unable to hook it, it's okay to stay here, okay? 1, it's called Garudasana. You know, just like how we did with the hands, just like that with the legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Slowly come back. Release your right leg. Other leg on top. See, I find left side a little bit more challenging. I have to really adjust to hook it. You'll see one side is easier than the other. And fold forward. One side may be not possible as well. That's okay. 2, go till wherever you can. 3, if you do it every day, I can vouch for it that it will happen on some days. 4, 5, back straight even here. 6, no pressure on the neck. 7, 8, and 9. Slowly come back again. Good. That's for your hips. Take a breath here. Place your palms on your thighs. Close your eyes for just a few seconds before we move on and try to observe each of these body parts that you just worked. Notice how it feels. This is the part where we're being mindful. Mindfulness while doing these movements is very, very important. You want to really see what effect it has. Don't work like a robot. That we're doing every day anyway in front of the computer, right? Observe and breathe. Slow down your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, We're moving on to the knees, another very delicate body part. So your neck, your lower back, and your spine in general, and your knees are very, very delicate parts. And a lot of people have issues only around these parts. Whether it's cervical spondylitis, whether it's knee issues, whether it's lower back constant pain, all of this is very common. So what do we do for the knees? Again, lubricating. It's a joint that needs work, right? If you're not walking enough through the day, it's trying to rust up and it's not working. Eventually, it's paining and other things. So what do we do for the knees? Place your palms gently on your knees and lift both your legs up and down. 1. Up, extend. Down. 2. When you're going up, point your toes to the ceiling. Down. 3. Up, you're sitting up straight, don't slouch. Down. 4. Up, down. 5. Up, down. 6. Up, down. 7. Up, down. 8. Up, down. 9. Last one. Up. Hold it up here. 1, 2, 3. Feeling it. 4. Feeling it through the thighs. 5, 6, 7. Feeling it in the knees, of course. 8, 9, and 10. Uncomfortable initially, but the body has to become uncomfortable for you to be better eventually, right? So try to be comfortable with the discomfort while doing these movements. Eventually it gets better, right? Moving on from the knees, there's a lot more we can do for the knees. Another thing that a lot of small things that can be done at a workplace, not just at the desk, is a few things that I keep naming. Take the stairs most often when you can, right? I know running out of time, it's not possible, but if you have some time, go early, take the stairs. For a few days, it's going to be difficult, but eventually that's going to become a habit, and it adds steps into your number of steps into your day, and it works beautifully in just adding some movement, which otherwise becomes impossible, right? Like you have such busy lives, you're not able to take out time to do a separate workout, but that becomes a workout on its own, right? Walking every now and then, whether it's going to the farthest breakout if you have a big office, or whether it's going to the farthest water can. Don't go to the one that's closest to you. Small things that make a lot of difference. Eat properly. Again, I'm seeing a lot of questions about how to lose tummy fat doing yoga. Take a bubble, just doing yoga is not going to let you lose tummy fat, right? Of course, it will help you, it will aid in the journey, but what you eat matters so much, right? If you're going to eat of course, a lot of people don't have enough time to bring food in from home. A lot of conditions that may happen, like which is not in your control, but control things that are in your control at least. Like, right? Even if you're eating outside food, eat something that's relatively healthier, something that's not so processed, not packaged foods, right? All of this matters, which is like not just the movements, but these are things that are going to help you apart from the movements that we're doing today, right? Moving on, that and that was breather for you. We're going to move to the ankles, right? Someone was talking about heel related pain, flat foot related issues, again, because we're not walking enough. The feet start to become flat because of the footwear that we wear these days. Our fingers, our toes, and toes get compressed together, which is not how they're actually built, right? Nowadays, there are a lot of more aware, conscious brands that are making wider footwear. That is important because your toes are actually meant to be wider for better balance. But our footwear is what is spoiling it. Again, that plus not moving enough, not walking enough, is putting a lot of pressure on our feet, ankles, and toes. So how to work on that? So we're going to start with one leg at a time. We're going to rotate the right ankle 1. Now try not to move the entire leg, but just work on the ankle 2. If you don't want to lift and do, you can just do it down here. I'm lifting so that you can see, okay? 3, 4, just lift it off the floor, that's enough. 5, 6, try to sit up straight throughout this session at least. 7, 8, 9, and 10. The other direction may be a little bit awkward. 2, 3, try to focus on that ankle only. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Slowly come back. The other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hearing some click, click. 5, maybe cracking. 6. I always hear it. 7, 8, 9. The other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other direction is usually difficult. 6, 7, but try to focus. 8. Keep breathing, and 9. Slowly come back. Now bring your right leg up again. We're working only on the toes. Now see this? We're not moving back and forth. The toes. 1. How it feels, just like that. Only toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right foot down, left foot up. Only the toes, guys. 1. Focus only on the toes. 2, and breathe. Be aware. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Slowly come back and relax. Good. Did you know?
Meghna, one more question here. Sorry to cut you here, but it's interfering with somebody's yoga. That's why I'm taking the.
Yeah.
Somebody is saying, I am tall. My legs are touching ground. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's totally fine. Maybe 2/3 the height of your chair, but if you're still very tall, you just have to lift off the floor. That's it. So even if my feet were touching the floor, I would just lift it off. Your feet won't be touching the floor, but if it's touching the floor, just lift it off the floor, guys, and do the movements of the toes or your ankles or whatever it is. Simple as that. Nobody's height is a problem. Nobody is too short, nobody is too tall. It's just how you're built. It doesn't matter. You can still do every asana that we're working on today. It's not a height or weight is not the limitation here. It's just the mind that is a limitation, which we need to move across. We need to set ourselves to do this. Can you show some exercise for? Okay, these Meena, I see your question, but these are some things that need to be. There is a lot of asanas that can be done as a therapy for yoga. I mean, for a lot of conditions, but more out of the desk, I would say we need a mat kind of a practice where you're able to sit and stand and do other things. So maybe connect with me. I can, send you more details when you connect with me. I'm not going to charge you, don't worry. You can take my details from team once the class is the session is over, and we can connect and I can help you on that question. Okay, right. For everyone, if you have any questions if about the class, joining my classes, of course I'm happy to have you. But if it's not, if you just have questions in general to work on your own lifestyle, to work towards better health, I'm here to help you, because that's what I want everybody to work towards. That is what got to mention, I'm the founder of the Ayu project, which is a community I'm trying to build to help people love movement and incorporate movement in their lives to be better, to live better and be happier. Because if you're healthy, you're happy, right? So that brings us to the end of the physical aspect. But like I was saying, there is also the eye exercises, which I want to really focus on, which may look awkward, may seem awkward, but is very, very important. And it's also a prelude to a very auspicious practice called Trataka. If you've heard of Trataka, maybe you've not, it's okay. Trataka is one of the cleansing exercises that we do in, which is mentioned by Patanjali, one of the Shat Kriyas. Kriya is a cleansing exercise. So Trataka could be any kind of meditation. When you're focusing on one particular object and staring at it, it's nothing but Trataka. So Jyotir Trataka is when you're staring at a flame, candle, and there could be any other kind of Trataka as well. But that is difficult to do today, which I do workshops for. Eventually you can join if you're interested. But what is the prelude to it? What is eye exercises I'm talking about? This is very simple eye exercises which really help you to keep your eye muscles and the entire system inside. It's a lot of things, nerves and nerve ends and muscles around your eyes in good condition, because the strain from blue screen is very, very intense. You don't see it in the short term. Most people have glasses these days, but you know how to keep your eyes healthy. So it's very simple. I'll show you and then we can do it. It's broken down into 4 movements. One is moving your eyeballs to the right and left. Now it's not moving your head, right? You're looking, we're going to start by closing the eyes. When we look straight ahead of us, right? We're going to look straight ahead. And then we're going to start moving the eyes towards the right. I hope you can see my eyeballs. And left, right. I'm going slowly, not tuck, tuck. Left, right, left. So that's what we're going to do. And then I was just explaining it. We'll do it together. After that, we'll come back, close your eyes. You may feel strain. You may see my eyes are also watering. You may feel like your eyes start watering. That's okay. So to get rid of the strain, we're going to do palming. We're going to rub our palms together and place it gently on your eyes. If you're wearing glasses, take out your glasses, right? At this point, you don't want to wear glasses. After that, we're going to do up and down movements, right? Same way, up and down. Again, you're not doing tuck up, tuck down. You're walking as if you're looking all the way at a line and down, right? Up and down like that. And then we're going to do circular movements, right? Clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then we're going to do diagonal movements. So how we do diagonal? We're going to do left up corner, right down corner, left up corner, right down corner, like that. And then right up corner, left down corner, right? Down, literally down. So the eyeballs are going in all directions. Then after each round, we'll be doing a palming exercise so that your eyes are not strained. Now, while you're doing this, you may feel eyes are watering. Don't worry about it. That's the whole point. You want to water your eyes to cleanse them. It means it's getting cleansed. Okay. So let's try. Just close your eyes, place your palms on your thighs, take a deep breath in. Relax your eyeballs. Keep your eyes closed and just listen to me carefully and follow along. Okay. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Keep your eye muscles relaxed. No creases on your forehead, facial muscles relaxed. Let's prepare for the round 1 of eye exercises. With a few gentle blinks, open your eyes and look straight in front of you. Eyes are wide open. We're going to start with right and left movement. Move your eyeballs to the right and left. Right 2, keep going. And left. Right 3 and left. Right 4 and left. Right 5 and left. Right 6, left. Right 7, very nicely done. Left. Right 8, left. Right 9, left. Right 10, slowly. Left. Come back in the center. Look straight in the front. We're going to go for up and down. Up. Don't move your head. And down. Up and down. Only eyeballs moving. Up 3. Down. Up 4. Try not to blink. Down. Up 5. Down. Up 6. Down. Up 7. Down. Up 8. Down. Up 9. Down. Up 10. Down. Bring your eyes back in the center and gently close your eyes. Observe the effect. You may feel like your eyes are watering. It's okay. Don't react. No need to wipe it out. Once the eyeballs settle down, gently rub your palms together. Generate some warmth. Place your warm palms on your eyes by forming a cup. Don't press your palms on your eyeballs. Keep a cup as if you're placing a cup on your eyeballs. Feel the warmth go into your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And keep your eyes closed and place your palms back on your thighs. Prepare yourself for the next movement, which is diagonal movement. Okay, we're going to start with right corner up and left corner down. Okay, when you're ready, gently open your eyes, look straight in front of you with wide eyes open. Right up corner, left down corner. Right up, left down corner. Right up, left down, right up, left down. Keep breathing normally. Right up, left down, 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 back in the center. Going for left up, right down, left up, right down 2, left up, right down 3, left up, right down, left up, right down 4, left up, right down, left up, right down, left up. Keep breathing normally. Left, right down, left up, right down, back in the center, and close your eyes. Observe your eye muscles, the reaction around there, your eyeballs. Don't worry if your eyes are watering. Rub your palms together, cupping. Place, make some warmth between your palms and place your warm palms on your eyes. Again, cupping your palms on your eyes. Don't press your eyelids or eyeballs. Feel the warmth soak in and take a deep breath in. Keep your eyes closed and bring your palms back on your thighs. We're going to prepare for the last one. Clockwise and anti-clockwise movements. I'm going to follow along for this one as well. When you're ready, open your eyes and look straight in front of you. We're going to start with clockwise movements. Look to the right, down, left, and up. Right, down, left, up. Right, down, left, up. 3, right, down, left, up. Right, down, left, up. Right, down, left, up. Right, down, left, up. 2 more. Right, down, left. Keep breathing. Up. Last one. Right, down, left, up. Come back in the center. Take a breath. We're going for anti-clockwise. Left, down, right, up. Left, down, right, up. Keep breathing. Left, down, right, up. No movement of the head. Left, down, right, up. Left, down, right, up. Left, down, right, up. Left, down, right, up. Left, just 2 more. Down, right, up. Left, down, right, up. Come back in the center. Gently close your eyes. Take a few breaths. Observe the changes. around your eye walls, behind your eyelid, the nerves around, the muscles around. Nice. Gently rub your palms together. Create good warmth. This is the last one. So create nice warmth, rub it nicely. Place your warm palms on your eyes. Cup it. Take a deep breath in, feel the warmth soak into your eyes. And then place your palms back on your thighs. With a few gentle blinks, open your eyes. Good. Did you see the effects? The effects of this exercise. I know it takes a while and you don't have to do 10 times every day. But even if you can do if you can do it at home, of course, you can do 10 times. But if you want to do this at work, you can obviously reduce the number of times you're doing it. But it comes very, very handy, especially if you do it every day. The strain that you feel in your eyes on a daily basis will immensely start coming down. And following this up with Rataka, if you can at some point, if you have access to classes or workshops with Rataka, you can learn it. It's very helpful to even get rid of small powers that some people have, like 0.25 and all. It actually goes away as well when practiced long term. It does, right? So that was the eye exercises. And the last part that I would want to touch upon is the breathing. Now, you, like I said in the beginning of the session itself, I use the word breathe, keep breathing, breathe normally, take deep breaths so many times throughout the session. Why is it that? Because it's all about being mindful. And you're not mindful if you're not focusing on your breath. If you're thinking about something else and doing it like a robot, it's not mindfulness. And the whole point of yoga as a practice is to build that coordination between your breath, your body, and your mind, the union. Yoga means union in Sanskrit, right? One of the meanings. So bringing about that union is very important. And that's why we want to work on a few breathing exercises that can be done at work or outside of work, which are very helpful to calm your nerves down, to calm your nervous system down, to help you deal with stressful situations, and keeps your lung health very good. It helps you correct any wrong breathing patterns that you may have developed involuntarily, and it keeps it keeps all toxins away, and has many such benefits. So what is one of the very useful techniques that I tell people is that it's called the yogic breathing technique, full yogic breath. What is it? When we're breathing normally, we're just breathing, inhaling, exhaling, stomach is expanding and stomach is going in. So again, can you tell me, when you're inhaling, does the stomach expand or does the stomach shrink? Can some of you enter some chat, your answers in the chat? This is the question I wanted to ask. When you're inhaling, what happens? Does the stomach expand or does the stomach shrink? Okay. And when you're exhaling, it's the opposite, of course. So the question I asked was for inhaling, and a lot of you said expands, which is correct. But some of you did say that the stomach shrinks, right? So this is the wrong breathing pattern that you have developed, that or in your mind you've developed or involuntarily have come across, which is wrong. Now, how to undo that? All these breathing exercises will help you undo that. It's important that your stomach is expanding when you're inhaling, and when you're exhaling, it means it's like a balloon. You blow air into a balloon, it expands. When you blow, when the air comes out, it's shrinking, right? Same way, your lungs and your stomach, everything, the whole system here is respiratory system is like a balloon. When you inhale, it should expand. When you exhale, it should shrink, right? Now, how are we working on this full yogic breath? I'll show you. You can do this placing your palms on your chair. It's also called as intercostal muscular breathing. What are the intercostal muscles? Nothing but the muscles around your rib cage, right? So when you inhale, see my fingers coming out. When you exhale, this is just one part, just the thoracic part. Now, when it's a full yogic breath, there are three parts to it. One is your stomach, one is your chest, and one is your clavicle. Clavicle is a very small part, which is right above your chest. The clavicular bone and this region around is your clavicle. So what happens in a full yogic breath, you want to inhale so deep, but not inhale enough that it's deep enough that you're filling your lungs, but not so deep that you're hurting your chest, right? Some people, when I say inhale deeply, no, this is just too much strain. That is not what you want to do. It's just deep inhale that you're filling your chest. Now, when you're doing this, you want to be mindful that when you're inhaling, your stomach expands, your chest expands, your clavicle expands. Right? As the breath goes deep from the start, from the stomach, from the chest to your clavicle. When you're exhaling, the clavicle shrinks and the stomach goes in. Right? This is what you want to experience. So let's do this. We're closing our eyes. We'll try to do this for a couple of minutes. Then we'll do one more breathing and then we'll do question and answers. Okay? Full yogic breath. Then you'll see how the effect of this is that you feel the mind starts to calm down. You're so focused on your breath and that transitioning of the breath throughout your body. So let's see all of those effects as you practice it. Palms on your thighs. Close your eyes. Gently shoulders roll back. Shoulders are relaxed. Just notice your natural breath first. Prepare yourself. Cut out all the noises from outside. Listen to your breath. Let's prepare. When you're ready, starting full yogic breathing. As you inhale, stomach expands, chest expands, clavicle expands. And as you exhale, your clavicle shrinks, your chest shrinks, your stomach shrinks. Try to continue that rhythmic breathing. Initially, it may feel short. As you keep practicing, it will improve in length and depth. Just a few minutes of full yogic breathing here. Slowly come back to your natural breath after finishing the last round and observe how it feels. Come back to your natural regular breathing after the last round. And take a few seconds here with your eyes closed to observe how it feels. Then slowly and with a few gentle blinks, open your eyes. Seeing its effects. But of course, like if you didn't see any effect, you're like, okay, what is this? It's just normal breathing. It takes time for any pranayama technique, any breathing technique to have its effects. And it takes a lot of focus, attention, and interest, right? I can't force anyone to do a pranayama technique and say it's going to work for you. You need to believe in it. You need to be practicing it consistently to see its effects. Right? So this is one pranayama technique. Another is very popular. A lot of people call it anulom vilom. It's also called as nadi shuddhi, alternate nostril breathing. This is very, very useful to balance out Ida and Pingala, the left energy channel, right energy channel, which is nothing but your vital oxygen to your entire body through your blood and through your respiratory system. And what takes away all the carbon dioxide are the toxins as you exhale. It balances it out, right? If you normally breathe, just keep your palms under your nose and exhale. You'll see that one nostril, one side is breathing better than the other for most people, right? For most people, one side breathes better than the other. But how to balance that out? Consistent practice of all these breathing techniques is helpful, and more importantly, nadi shuddhi or anulom vilom is very helpful, right? One side is heat, one side is cold. Your left side is associated with the moon or cold. Right side is associated with heat. So it brings about balances in heat and cold, in right and left in many ways. So how is that practiced? You take your right hand in this position. Everybody, irrespective of which hand you use to write and eat, you're going to use your right hand, irrespective, right? Right hand by closing your index finger and middle finger, your ring finger, little finger, and your thumbs are open. Left palm can be just placed on your thighs or in Chinna Mudra on your thighs. This is Chinna Mudra. Okay. Now you use your right hand. You always inhale through your left nostril first while doing this alternate nostril breathing. So how we do this? You don't have to lift your elbows up. Relax your elbows, relax your shoulders. You gently close your right nostril with your thumb. Don't press it too hard. You're just going to press it gently. Place it gently in a way that you're not breathing through your right nostril, okay? And inhale through your left nostril. Close both nostrils. Then open your right and exhale through your right nostril. Then inhale through your right nostril. Close your right nostril. Open your left. Exhale through your left nostril. Right, let's continue like that. Close your eyes. Inhale through your left. Close. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close. Exhale through the left. Continue like that a few more times. One round is when you exhale through the left. That's when you finish. Once you finish about 8 to 10 times, you can place your palms back on your thighs. Keep your eyes closed and come back to your natural breath and observe for a few seconds. Why do I say observe for a few seconds? It's really important to absorb and notice the effect of each of these practices to allow your body to absorb its effect. Then slowly and with a few gentle blinks, open your eyes. Good. So those were two basic pranayama techniques. Like the one you did now is very basic, the Nadi Shuddhi. Now you can actually move it up as you keep practicing. It moves into a ratio. Ratio means what? There are three parts, right? You're inhaling, then you're retaining when you close both nostrils, when you're exhaling through one nostril. So inhale, retain, exhale, three parts. So we do it in a ratio of 1:4:2 eventually, which means if you inhale for 4 counts, you retain for 16 counts, which is into 4, and you exhale for 8 counts. That is what we want to build towards. Now again, you need to do this under good guidance. If you find a good teacher, if you want to talk to me about it later, anything, but try to find a teacher to work towards this. Once you get the hang of it, once you learn it properly, doing it in the right technique is very important, right? There are a lot of sources online as well, but it's always better to have either an online or offline live instruction so that you learn these things properly. So that brings us to the end of today's session. I am so happy to see all of you guys who actually came on video. Thank you so much. It made my work a lot easier because I'm interacting with you guys as I do it, because otherwise with 100 people behind the screen, I wouldn't have been able to do so much. So thank you so much, all of those who came on video. And now I can open up for more questions. I did see a bunch of them. I'm seeing one more question about anything that can help with vertigo, dizziness. Yes, a lot of pranayama techniques help with this as well, but there are a lot of asanas as well, but there are some limitations too. But again, this is again a long format answer. Nothing, no one thing can help with conditions like this. It's a whole yoga for therapy is a whole wide subject, right? So therapy includes breathing, asanas, and it's a holistic practice. So I'm sorry, but I can't answer this in just one line, but you can definitely reach out to me and we can discuss ways that can help you deal with these conditions. More questions. Right, for someone else also, I said about you can reach out to me. My website is the ayuproject.com. You can check that out. It has my email and other details. It's the same handle on Instagram as well. The RUAYUH. I can type it out here. This is on the chat. So this is my Instagram handle as well as my website as well. So you can reach out to me in those places. My phone number as well, I can share with you guys. That's my phone number in case you would really like to reach out to me. And that's my email, which Venkat has shared. So any mode that is helpful, that is convenient for you, you can reach out to me. And I'll be super happy to be answering your questions in more detail rather than in one-liners. But I was seeing, like I mentioned about the tummy reduction, again, it's not one asana or one thing that will help. It's a holistic aspect. Nutrition comes into play. Consistency of practice comes into play. So all of these things that we can talk about in detail if you reach out to me. I hope I answered most questions, but if not, I am available. If there are more questions which you think I can answer in one line, you can ask me now. Whether it's about me, my experience, or whether it's about anything we did today specifically, those things I can answer probably in the time that we have left right now, if any. But thank you so much for joining. I hope it was helpful. I hope you take this practice, you know, more seriously in terms of doing it regularly. It's not just about yoga day or one day thing that you need to attend. It's not a formality. This is a start. Think of it as a start of a new habit that you want to build. And once you start doing this and you start seeing how good you feel while doing it, you will not feel like not doing it anymore, right? It's going to become like a part of your life, like just like how you wake up and brush your teeth. Same way, I'm going to do my exercises, I'm going to do my hip movements, or whatever joint movements that I want to do is going to become a part of your routine. So that's how you want to work towards building it. That's about it. That's all I have to say. Anything from your side, Ekta and Venkat?
Yeah. So thank you so much, Meghna, for such a wonderful exercises that you have shown us today. And yes, I think many of us will agree that the information provided in this session is really important for us to get back to some kind of mindful moments while working at office. And we are also, in a meantime, we request everyone, we are launching one poll wherein you can give us your feedback regarding the session. And
Yes,
if
of
you
course.
have any kind of question still, you can just raise your hand and you can directly speak with Meghna again.
Yeah, the poll is
So the
on, guys.
feedback poll is on, so you can rate our session. And if you have any kind of another suggestion as well, you can also type your suggestion so that we can keep doing such kind of a session in future as well. So we will close this feedback poll now. So thank you once again, Meghna, for such a wonderful session. And I
Thank you.
would also like to thank all the audience for attending this session. And next Friday, we are coming up with a session on conflict to collaboration, mastering the art of conflict management. So you can start registering for this for the next webinar from tomorrow onwards. So see you all of them in the next webinar.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much again. And please do share your feedback before you leave the session so that we're aware of how helpful it was. And if there's any suggestions, happy to take those as well. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help with those as well. On that note, I think that's all I have to say today.